What's up, YouTube? This is PFC Ryuzachi, all the way from Okinawa, Japan, here to bring you a Naruto 643 review. Now, pretty much this chapter came out unexpected to me. It's Sunday here, Saturday back home in the States. I'm quite sure. I got an email actually that it came out, so I figured I'd just make this quick little review. So anyway. Starts off with obviously the aftermath of Obito being hit. He gets back up. He's held up. Naruto is, for some reason, he's really excited that hey, I can use Sage Mode and it works. But I mean, ultimately, obviously, it's not gonna do too much. But nonetheless, we see Obito pretty much. Gets a little more serious than what we've seen in the past. He instantly pretty much, he says, this world sucks, I hate it. So he puts his hands down on the ground and he makes this big, ginormous sand flower. I think it's a flower, it looks like a flower. He makes this big, ginormous sand flower, and out the middle part of the flower where the petals attached, out the middle part of those flowers, each little hole has a Bijudama. So it's 4 different flowers. So each flower is shooting a tail beast bomb. In short, so everyone's freaking out, like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And I mean, obviously the fire ninja, like, hey, no matter what I do, it's not gonna work. They literally said that. And then we see Obito, he's still talking. He's like, what's significant about tomorrow? Once again, Ren, that's the day Ren died. A. B, I guess it's the day Kushina died. And 3, that's the day Naruto was born. So, quite coincidence, all 3 of those things happened on the same day. I mean, obviously Naruto being born and Kushina dying, we kind of know that. But nonetheless, coincidence. But Naruto obviously wants to be heroic, say, I'm not going to let everyone down since I'm still living. We see the yin half and the yang half, or yang half of Kurama talking to each other. The dark half really don't seem that dark at all. Like, it seems like he's actually inspiring the fourth. Like, the fourth is like, I guess he's down and about, and his half of Kurama's like, buck up, Naruto's grown up from being a little kid, now he's a man, he's did all this stuff. Him becoming Jinchuriki, Kushina dying, that's not your fault, Like, his half is nice as hell compared to Naruto's half. I mean, I don't know how the hell that happened. But, I mean, the Kuramas talk to each other too. And I mean, I don't know what it is, but Naruto's half of Naruto Fox seemed evil as hell throughout all of Naruto and 99% of Shippuden. And the fourth half is dark, quote unquote, but it seems nice as hell to me. But nonetheless, so they talk, small talk. His half pumps him up, the fourth. And then we see we see the first Hokage fighting with Madara. Madara's having like orgasms in his eyes because he's fighting with the first. And the first is like, hey Madara, shouldn't we stop? I mean, your colleague is kind of about to kill everyone. And then Madara's like, I'm already dead. It don't matter. So that's literally what it said. Like, I love the dialogue in this chapter. Like it, to me, it seems like at least what I'm thinking they're saying. Like, okay, everyone's about to die. Well, like, it don't really matter because Madara's already dead. And that's what he says. But anyway, so they're still fighting all giant. And so one of them, I think, the second was trying to form a plan to get the bombs out. So he's like, hey, I can teleport 1. The fourth can teleport 1 or 2. Sounds like a good plan. But then the fourth's like, no, I can't really do too much since I don't have any markings. So now they're down to just them 2 teleporting 1, and then it's 2 other ones. So the the first is like, hey, how about we just divert them, you know, send them all flying away to the sea. And everyone's like, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And then Obito's like, nah, yeah, we're not having that. So he sends like these wood spikes into like 6, I think, different places, and it forms a big shield. Well, I wouldn't call it a shield, a big trap, really. So pretty much, he's locked everyone in the surrounding area in that square. So even if they diverted it, it wouldn't do nothing because it's a square. They're locked in a square, and one Bijudama would blow up that whole area, let alone 4. So now their only option right now is to teleport it. But as they said before, only 2 can teleport. So 2 is going to be still going to explode and it would kill everybody. So that's their little fun predicament. And so at the end, Naruto's like, hey, Dad, how about you give me a fist bump? That's the translation I read. And he does. And so we see obviously the 4th and Naruto fist bumping, and then in the back we see the Kurama's fist bumping, and it ends with like the ultimate father-son jutsu. And bam, that's the chapter. So, like I said, I mean, I try to shy away from my personal opinion about the chapter, but I really liked this chapter. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I love the dialogue in this chapter. Now, once again, we regressed into Ren. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about Ren. I mean, like I said in my upcoming Obito video, I think Ren is still just an excuse, not really the problem of why Obito is doing all this. But nonetheless, she gets brought up again. The Moonlight Plan does get brought up again. I still don't think he's going to do anything with it because, I mean, like I said, he's practically God and he still hasn't done the Moonlight Plan. But he did bring that back up. So it's good to, you know, see that he's still on track with his whatever the fuck he's trying to do. Seeing the first and Madara fighting, I don't know. It's still, I think it's there just to be there because, I mean, like I've said in previous videos, if them going all out would kill everyone, and now with everyone being stuck in that little trap, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen because when you look at the picture of everyone trapped, it doesn't necessarily show everyone. Like, it shows Obito, but I mean they're really small, so I don't necessarily know who's all trapped in there. I'm thinking obviously it's the surrounding people, so the Kages and Obito. But as far as Madara and Hashirama, I don't necessarily know if they're still. Nonetheless, I mean, obviously the big predicament right now is, one, what the hell are they gonna do with these Bijudamas? Because okay, yeah, if the 4th teleports 1, the 2nd teleports 1, still 2, and obviously something big's gonna happen because when they fist bump it, although separate, Kurama's complete right now, and we all know he's the strongest Jinchuriki. So obviously something magnificent come out of it, but I mean, once again, I can't see too much coming from it. I mean, unless the 9 Tails is got more chakra than all the other tail beasts, like when they formed, even with it being complete, I can't see how it's going to stop like 4 Bijudamas right now, when he's practically, you know, he's weakened right now doing all the fighting. But nonetheless, it's still good to see. I mean, eventually I imagine that they're going to come together and Naruto's just going to have the complete Kurama. But nonetheless, and Obito, I think it's interesting actually to me, after all this time Obito is mentioning Ren. I mean, he hasn't really mentioned Ren in a while, or the Moonlight Plan, and he mentioned both of them. Now, I really don't think he's going to go through with it, because, I mean, if he was, he would have already done that, but he didn't. I don't know what he's trying to do. More or less, I just think he's trying to destroy the world slowly. And I still don't know. I'm still not understanding what the hell Madara is going to do. I mean, he says he has an ace up his sleeve, but I mean, there's not much he could really do to stop a Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. I mean, he clearly has no concern because he's fighting Hashirama, but nonetheless. So, anyway, before I start rambling on about nothing, this is Ryu Itachi, all the way from Okinawa, Japan, talking about the Naruto 643 chapter and discussion and predictions. Feel free to comment below on how you think I did my video, how you think about the chapter. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, or like, and all that good stuff. So, see you later.